Hello and welcome, as this is the crypto day morning for today, Thursday, the 6th day of September 2018. Also, it's the start of the National Football League season as far as regular season games are concerned. I mentioned a few weeks ago that I think there's a good chance we're going to get a lot of points this NFL season. And I'll be very curious the first few weeks how many of the games will actually go over the total. Now, unfortunately, I will not be making the wager, and that's only due to the fact that the minimum bets are just way too high, that I just don't want to take the chance. And that's just something that I'll be interested to see. Of course, like always, all risk, it's your own risk, own reward for any trades and of the like. Within this daily chart, there has been 5 occurrences where the price action has went from below the declining 18 lows to above the 18 highs. This was the first one. And then it had a very long decline within the 18. Did so again here. And we can call that a matching low, which they pretty much all are. Does it again, that's number 3, matching low. Number 4 and number 5. So the pattern has been that of lower highs matching lows, and that has been the pattern for quite some time. And within such, a lot of these moves can come fast, both up and down. And there's going to be further days that are going to be really bloodbath-like days, and there's going to be other days that are just going to be ecstatic on a bullish level where you'd be like, oh my goodness, it just went up like 20% in a day kind of deal. We take a look at this on a single-hour time frame. One leg lower, correction grinding lower through time. Then another leg lower, and a correction legging lower, but not as much as here, downtrend, but barely. I mean, it's like you draw a line and it's a decline, but at such a minuscule rate. So it's already caught up to the 18 average, and there can be further moves of the like. I mean, it's possible, although I don't like the chance that the next leg lower will go down like 20, 30, 40%, but it's possible. And it's also possible for big moves to happen at any given time. And when we take a look at this, say on a 15-minute time frame, short-term analysis, it is just hanging in there, very neutral right now. Buyers and sellers, basically, it's unsure how it's going, which of its next moves it's going to be. Usually, these results end within the path of least resistance or the current trend, and in this case, that would be lower. However, when we look at this on the 3-day time frame, and a lot of times these type of patterns again end with based on the current trend. This descending triangle, however, is that of a negative one, and because of the fact that it's went up so much, if it's basically had one key leg lower, and because everyone's been matching, it hasn't had a second one. So another leg lower on this would not kill the trend as far as any type of long-term situation, especially when you consider there's nothing abnormal about giving back 38.2% or having 2 decent legs lower. And maybe we'll never see it. I think if we're in the area of seeing 4609, there's a decent chance now that we would. 44,030, 4,300, all that type of stuff. And what I'll be looking for, and I've said this before, is when this, and if this breaks down below support, then I'll be looking for that failed breakout, or breakdown rather. And what I know about a failed breakdown is it would probably have to go decent break below this line, so somewhere around here, maybe a little above it, not too much below it though. And then what happens is you'd get something like, a failed breakdown. would have a quick recovery back to its old congestion area like that. And its old congestion area is most certainly this range in here, which is up to about the 7,400 range and above 6,175. That would be where I would consider its previous area where it congested a lot of time through. And that's, again, what I expect when it's a failed breakdown. And if it does go to 3,000, I myself am selling 100% of what I am using for that of a hedge. I have no idea if it's going to go there or not, but as I've been stating, all of these lower highs. And within such, I've talked about 6,500 recently, as far as the key area in which I see it needing to hold. I pushed the wrong button there. If you want to know how to get them, indicators is indicators. So we need volume and moving average weighted. And I click it twice to get 2. They automatically do 9 close, so I'll adjust such to and edit it, which would be settings, I think. Yep. And I gotta find my keyboard. There it is. There's the high. I didn't even need my keyboard. And there's the low. So basically what I was stating in here was the 7,400. Now it's got to pierce below, or 6,500, because that's where the 18 lows area is. If there's a clear break below this, then you're seeing the classic situation of coming from an area where you're definitely not on a bullish low. I mean, the fact that it's been matching, it's the minimum spectrum for such. But again, the 18 average of highs and lows has been in a non-stop declining mode for the entire year. And any move that shows weakness amongst this level, and that means either it's going to do it fast and you can just have red candles going down below, or maybe it's going to show weakness at the 18 lows. And I like to see 3-4 periods and such, and that would be a better part of 2 weeks for me to see, for that to come into place. And that will be it for today's video. Again, for myself, I have been noticing a lot of the altcoins doing worse than Bitcoin. So I have been buying altcoins after I had a good run of selling them. And thank you for tuning in, and have yourself a great day. Bye-bye.